Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? How you doing? From wherever you're catching me from, super excited, of course, to be here, just like how we always do it. So, I got a simple idea, and I felt like maybe I should be trying it, and I was like, why not? We can go ahead and try it. So, I want to start by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are catching me from. And of course, it is Luzay Andrew Anderson. Yeah. Oh, did I do some mistake? Luzay Andrew Anderson is my name, and I think this is the first day. Of course, we've sat down so that we can be having a chat. Let me first check my sound. If see if it's good. Yes, now the sound is nice and beautiful. So in Uganda, it is good morning. Yeah, I don't know some of you where you watch from, but of course I would love to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course good night from wherever you are catching me from. Super excited, of course, to be here. Each time I come here, but I'm always super excited. So today is the first time we've come to live stream in the morning. Yeah, it is the first time we are live streaming in the morning when I'm the one talking. Most of the times it is either something has happened. When something has happened, that's when I decide to come. Yeah, but today I had an idea. I just had this idea like a couple of like 20 minutes ago, and I was like, why not? Let me execute it. Let me come here in front of the camera, then I can be sharing. So, in case you don't know who this is Luzay Andrew Anderson. That's how I used to say. Luzay Andrew Anderson is my name. So, I got to tell you something. And it is just this morning that I really felt like I have to talk about it. Let me tell you something. If you want to change anything in your life, if you want to change anything in your life, yeah, trust me, if you're expecting someone to help you out, one thing I've learned, no one is coming to save us. When I was growing up, I always thought, I've always thought that, my sisters will help me out because growing up as the only boy and the last born, and all my other sisters are basically older than me, I thought at any one point, yeah, they are supposed to be helping me out because they are a little older than me. When I was still in school, I thought when I'm in my, let me say, at the university, or when I'm in my secondary six, I thought now since there are five of them and all of them are married, what is going to happen? I'll go to one, ask for money, go to another one, ask for money, go to another one, ask for money. At the end of the day, I'll be a donut school. It did not happen. It did not go like that. Through my education, yes, we had, we would call them sponsors, yeah, we had sponsors. So I grew up knowing that I'll be a pilot, yeah, like a pilot, yeah. So things did not work out again. So I ended up not finishing my PPL, that is private pilot's license. Again, my sister started helping me out with medical laboratory. I was very sure that I'm supposed to get done because she was the one paying for the tuition. Again, it ended up not working. So now when I grew up, I thought my sister will again go ahead and support me, maybe after having my kid. I thought maybe the mom of the kid would be there, so that we could be helping each other. Things again did not work out. It is just now that I've grown and I've come to realize that maybe I had a very wrong concept. Yeah. At the end of the day, no one is coming to save you. You could be having your parents, you could be having your relatives, you could be having someone. But as long as you put your trust in someone else, I'm telling you the truth, as long as they are human being, don't put all your trust in them. It could be relatives or sisters or brothers or even your parents or even your kids. And you think when these ones are here, we'll be able to work it out. Yeah, we'll be able to work it out because you think you've got a support system. One thing I've learned, no one is coming to save us. Yeah, no one is coming to save us. So the earlier you know it and you start working on yourself, the better. Yeah. Today early in the morning, it is a routine that I always do. Yeah, I've woken up, of course, woke up my son. Then, of course, I had to bath him. After bathing him, he had to take tea. After taking tea, I had to, make him put on the uniform. Then We had to go get a van, of course, which is supposed to be taking him at school. And I noticed that is all me doing it by myself. But of course, I didn't realize it. But now I've really digested it. I've really noticed that really, in case you don't put in the energy, yeah, you don't put in the energy, to work on yourself, basically no one is going to come to, save you. Right now, I'm in front of a camera, yeah, I'm in front of a camera and I'm talking to you. And it is an idea that I've gotten. So it is like the first time I'm coming in the morning to do this kind of lives. At night, we always have a little bit of them. But now I notice immediately when he's gone, because he goes at school like at around 6. So that means at 7, I'm going to be free. So instead of going back to bed, why can't I not come back and, just talk to the camera, just spend my time here, and I know maybe I can use an hour or 30 minutes or 40 minutes or even 2 hours. Who even cares? Yeah, as long as the internet is there, why don't I be innovative? Why can't I be coming? And if my friends get to notice that every morning I'm supposed to be here, so that will be a routine that will work out. Why? Because son is at school and I'm not having any interruption. So why go back to bed? So now it is the initiative that I've done for myself today, yeah, on the 19th of March 2026, yeah, 19th of March 2026. Sometimes now I feel very super excited, keeping debts, yeah, keeping debts, like I can remember, and I'm like, I started doing this when it was this time. I started doing this when it was this time. But guys, the main point is, yeah, if you think someone else is going to come, maybe encourage you, maybe motivate you, maybe support you, maybe you're looking for a job and you think you've got someone who will connect you, these guys, as long as they are human beings, yeah, they will always disappoint us. They will always disappoint us. That I'm telling you for sure. They will disappoint us. So it is up to you to be like, you know what, no, I'm going to take the initiative to do this myself. Because if you don't do it yourself, I'm telling you, brother and sister, it is something I've taken quite long to digest and really admit. Yeah, it is at that time. Let me share this on my WhatsApp. Yeah, so that my friends would be watching. We are live here. Yeah. So let me do a little bit of sharing. Most of the times I wasn't sharing this content. I was only putting it up there and then I just leave it like that. So now I think it is a right time to be sharing. Yeah. Sometimes there are videos I make and I feel like I don't want to share that. And again, there are some videos I make and I feel like I want to share that. So this one I felt like I want to share. So most of us will always be there and think, someone will always help out. It is something, because now if you see this, the environment I go in, yeah, it was only me and my sisters, yeah. If it's only me and my sisters, and when it comes to girls, yeah, they always love their brother, It is something I've always thought, and I'm like, my sisters will always support me. They will always be there. But now I've noticed, now they've been like 3 phases in my life, yeah. 3 phases in my life. When I was at school, when I thought they would be chipping in, to give me a lot of pocket money, upkeep, yeah. I thought they would be there and then they'll be giving me upkeep, to put up, so if I can collect from 5 of them, that means if each one of them, I'm just giving an example, if each one of them could give me only 10,000, that means I'll be having 50,000. You get the point. And in case one doesn't have, of course, another one will be having. So at the end of the day, I'll be living a good life because I'm having all these people come support me. But guess what? It did not work out. Yeah, it did not work out. So again, after going through life, and again I started working, and I thought there would always be a support system, but things did not work out. Why? I put my hope in my sisters, and as I've told you earlier, as long as you put your hope in a human being, they are also having their hope in you. So you get the point. So if you think someone will come save me, and maybe you have a particular person, that particular person you're thinking about to save you is also thinking that you will be the one to save them. So if you don't take the initiative and you're like, you know what may, let me do this myself. When you realize that it is you and only you, and maybe God No one is going to come to save you. No one is going to come to save you. Now, like now, today, I just decided I'm going to do it live. It is the first time that I'm doing it. It is not something that we've always done. But I'm like, just like how any other person starts, I think I can start this. And in case I'm consistent and I'm like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to repeat it, I will do it again and I will do it again. Definitely, people will get to know that, Anderson is always here in the morning and, of course, at night, in the evening. So why not? So no one has come to tell me, Anderson, you can do it. You can do it. So I'm putting the initiative. Given the fact it is the first time, I just thought about it immediately after taking the kid to school, and I'm like, you know what? When he's gone, instead of going back to bed, why can't I come, be a little bit useful? Let me come talk to my friends. So I'm like, yeah. So it is the first time I'm doing it, and I'm like, I will always do it. I will always do it. So we are live. And the main thing I've come to tell you about is that, man, if you think someone will come to save you, no one is coming to save us. Maybe you want to work out, yeah, working out, and you want to work on your body to do exercise, and you feel like you have to be with someone is supposed to be encouraging you, for you to work out. When they don't show up, it is now your body that you're dealing with. It is your body that you move around with. And in case, you're adding weight, it is your own, they are your own battles, man. Whether you are fighting addictions and you think you go to rehabilitation and maybe you think you'll talk to people to save you, man, no one is coming to save us. Me, I realized this a little bit late, and it is now it has really digested in, and I really understand that if I don't work on myself, no one is going to help me, because as long as you put your trust in a human being, yeah, you put your trust in a human being, I'm telling you the truth, they are not going to save you. You could think like, let me go to school. When I'm done with school, then my parents will be helping me out in job hunting, and by the time, God forbid, you're done with school and then your parents maybe died or passed on, and there is nothing you can do about it. So that means you put your trust in a human being. If you're to put a trust in someone, I'm telling you, now this is out of experience. That's why I was like, in 2026, I'll come talk about the things that I want, yeah? I'll come talk about the things that I feel. I'll come talk about the experiences I've gone through. So right now, I feel it now, because imagine, yeah, as a single dad, I've woken up. I was used to being woken up, yeah, because I felt like I sleep a little bit late. So I've always thought someone will always help me out. At some point, my sister could call me every day early in the morning, and she tells me, Anderson, wake up. You're supposed to take the kid at school. So at some point, I was there, and I'm like, she will serve me. She will call. She will call. But again, because she's also busy running her life, now she doesn't have time to do that. Yeah, so she doesn't have time to do that. So who else is there to help me out? No one. So I realize I'm supposed to learn to wake up early in the morning, given the fact it's not something that I grew up used to, waking up early in the morning. I could of course, sleep a little late, but again, wake up anytime that I feel like. So now I've learned that, my goodness, if I don't do this for myself, no one is coming to save us. And the other thing, even if you have someone, even if you have a support system, someone who supports you, at the end of the day, when you get the support, let me say you want to start up a business, but again, you're looking at your parents as the ones supposed to be giving you the first capital, yeah, to give you capital to start up that business, that dream, business you feel like you want to start up, and they give you that capital. You will never, ever, ever, respect that capital or give it value, because where it came from, it came free, yeah? It came free. They just gave you money, start up that. You cannot give that money, value. Why? Because it is just freely given and it's not really worked for. So you don't give it that value. So before you know it, even that money that you've gotten, you will lose that business. I'm telling you the truth. Because now I just imagine, I'm like, oh my goodness. Because I wake up early in the morning, boil some water, bath my son, give him tea, dress him up for school, move out, find that car that has to take him, they take him. When he goes, I'm supposed to take responsibility of my life minus anyone's encouragement or motivation. So I know by the time he's coming back, I would have already cooked food for him. Yeah, I have to make sure things run around. So if I was thinking that someone is going to come up and help me out, then I would be doomed. I'll be 100% doomed. So it is something that I've learned, and I've really, because there are things that we know. That's why most of the times when someone says something, you're like, I know that, but it does the really digesting for you to really understand. So now I've noticed that I am my own self-motivational person. Like, it is up to me. Yeah, it is up to me to do the things that I'm supposed to do. If I feel like someone is going to come to help me out, my goodness, as long as you put your trust in a human being, I swear I've been in all the 3 stages and no one has come to save me. Imagine now, because I think I got a son, and think you cannot get a kid alone. Yeah, you get a kid when you're two people. There are two people involved. So when you're like, I'll just give birth, of course his dad is there, they will support. The guy will disappear, the guy will run away, and nowadays guys run away, they will run away. Even the girls nowadays run away. You've seen girls now, they get their kids after giving birth, they go give to the father, and then they run away. So at the end of the day, if you're like, I have my kid, of course will be a father and mother, so there will be a support system, the mother will be helping out, and now she has disappeared. So what is there to do? Now you're supposed to get involved. So it would rather work out better and work out really, really good when you're like, you know what, I'm in this alone. Whether you've given birth, yeah, as a mother to this kid, make sure you put it in your head, given the fact that the father is there, think like he is not there, because at any one point B, he might disappear, and if he disappears, then you will be depressed. I'm telling you, you'll be disappointed. So now it is something that I've learned, yeah, because now I just sat, after dropping him, and now he's going to school, and I'm like, but what is it that I really do in the morning that really matters to me? I felt there was nothing, and there is nothing I love as talking, yeah, more so when I'm talking to my friend. So now I've noticed one thing: no one is coming to save us, so it is you, and you're in this alone. So when you still have a chance, when someone is having your back, use them, because they are also not going to be there for a long time. Yeah, they will leave at any one time, because you've noticed, when, even if it's a kid, their parents have seen and they have their hope in their kids, and they're like, let me support this kid, let me try educating them, let me do everything for them as a parent, because now you think later in life, when they are successful, then you'll get the beautiful things of life. And guess what happens? They grow up, they fall in love, and then they don't think about their mom or dad, or they think about you just a little. So now you rather be, let me have fun, let me do the things I want, and you're not having any hope. So if they come and they help you, let it be just let it be just a compliment, yeah, let it be just a supplement, but something you didn't, there is nothing as beautiful as getting something when you did not expect it. Yeah, if you get something and you did not expect it, so it comes as a surprise, and when it comes as a surprise, it holds more value. Yeah, so for the guys who just joined, I was here saying that, no one is coming to save us. Don't think anyone is going to support you in anything. Yeah, if you think and you're having your hope like, my dad, my mom, my sister, my friends will come and support me, and you put your hope in them, whether you want to do anything in life, even if it's, cutting body weight, and you want to start exercising, but again you're talking to these friends so that you could be going to the gym together, or you want to do anything, yeah, but you're putting your hope in someone else, and you think, being with them, they will support you, even if it's a pastor, maybe it is a haji, or whatever they call them, maybe it is a priest, and you feel like them talking to you, that's when you're going to get motivated to do things. Man, this thing, we are in this alone. Now this has just sunk in, like really sunk in, just like 10 minutes ago. And when it really sunk in, I felt like maybe I should also share with someone. So I've noticed that, I've learned that like just a couple of minutes ago. You can imagine. I've always known it. I've always understood it. But when something sinks in, yeah, it's like when you lose your beloved ones, yeah. Let me say you've lost your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your kid, or your jaja, or your grandmother or grandfather. Most of the time, when they're just dead, you cannot believe it. You cannot digest it. You're like, no, since they are still alive. You cannot believe it. You're like, no, I think they are still alive. And you're hoping, the first day or the first hour, you're like, maybe the first hour, you're like, maybe he'll wake up or she will wake up. Yeah, you're hopeful. You're thinking something might happen. They cannot be dead and gone and forever. You cannot really digest it in. Yeah, not until when they put them in the ground, yeah. They put them in the ground, 6 feet down, yeah. And then it starts sinking in, slowly by slowly. And now when they start putting that soil on top of them, when they are in this casket, and then they start putting, now it starts digesting it. That's the point most of the people cry the most, yeah. Because now they feel this is real. These guys are gone. And after putting the soil, that's the time now they are crying so much, because now they are really digesting it, even when they were strong the entire time, because they felt maybe magic would happen and these people would come back. So now after putting the soil, and then they put concrete, yeah, they put iron bars, and then they put concrete. When they put concrete, you're like, man, this person is really, really gone, yeah, never coming back. And you're still a little doubtful. You're like, you never know, he might cough, he might make that kick, he might do something. And then when you get in the car and go back at your home and you sleep, and we left them that other side, then that's when it starts sinking in. And it takes people some time, to admit, to accept, and they're like, that person is now really, really dead. They are gone. When a month, when a week goes, when days go, when months go, hey, when a year goes, now you really, really, really accept that these people are gone. So it is the same thing in this scenario. Bro, I've always known, sis, I've always known that, no one is coming to save us. I've always known it, but it had not sunk in. It had not really digested it to really, really, really know that you're in this thing alone. And no one cares. Yeah, you could be having your parents, yes, but they are not also that much dedicated. They will choose their job over you. They will choose. Hey, I'm telling you, these are the things I've really learned a little bit late in life. But I was like, whatever I learned for 2026, whatever I've gone through, whatever I go through, I learn it, then I bring it to you. I also tell it to you so that maybe you don't do the same mistakes that I've done over the time. Most of the people don't understand that. Me, I've always grown up, and elder people have always come up and they've told us things, and they're like, Anderson, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. And I was like, nah, I'm supposed to do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. And now I've realized that my elders and the things they used to tell me were really that important, even when I thought I understood or I knew better. So right now in life, I'm telling you, no one is going to come. Let me say right now, you're scrolling on your phone and you've gotten this video. No one is going to tell you like, man, you're supposed to watch productive things. You're not supposed to watch girls who are naked. You're not supposed to listen to only music. You're not supposed to watch gossip. No one is going to tell you that. Even if they tell you, you will feel you understand a little better more than them. So for you, you will still keep doing those things until you grow up, you reach my age, and you feel like, oh my goodness, I was doing something wrong. And then that is the time we start reflecting, yeah? And you're like, oh my goodness, thank God, me, I can talk, I can communicate. That's DNA in me. I love talking. Whether I talk to 0 people, 3 people, 1 people, I don't care. As long as my information has gotten there, I feel good about it. So me, at least I can come out and I talk and I'm like, guys, man, no one is coming to save us. It is up to you. If you think someone is going to come in your bed and they tell you, you could have someone for now who can come in your bed, wake you up and tell you, man, now what's next? Yeah, what is it we're supposed to do next? But it is your life, it is your body, it is your brain, they are your hands, it is your head, and they are your legs. So you are supposed to make those decisions yourself. Right now, I'm in a position whereby no one, I think, I could have maybe one person, but they also have a family to run. So I don't have even to depend on them. Now I have my own family to run, me and my son. So my son is looking up to me, given the fact that I've always thought I'll have people around me to serve me, and it did not happen. So now it is at this time that I'm like, oh my goodness, I did not know how hard this hits. So man, I'm telling you, anything, whether you want to buy land, you want to build a house, you want to go exercise, you want to go further in education, those people could be there, but I'm telling you, it is your own. You're in this alone. I'm telling you. Yes, and I've learned that a hard way. Yeah, I've learned that the hard way. But thank God, it is never too late. Never too late. As long as you get it and you understand it and you're like, you know what, from today onwards, now I'm going to change the way how I do it. I'm going to say, no one told me, Anderson, do this live today. Yeah, because now I notice each time my son is at school and he has gone at school from 7, I'm doing totally nothing, chilling, scrolling on my phone, but no one is going to come to tell me, Anderson, stop scrolling on your phone, do something productive, something nice, something valuable, something that adds something on maybe or another person. No one. So I just decided to sit here, and I don't care whether someone watches or not. But again, I remember that you have to be consistent. No one is telling me that. No motivation, no calls, no nothing. I'm in this alone. So now that I've learned it, I push myself. I push myself because I know no one is going to be there to push me. So if I expect someone will come from a blue and they will give me a job, no, it is not going to happen. So now I know it. So if I want to do that, then I'm supposed to go do it myself, you know. No one is going to come and is like, man, you're supposed to eat healthy, you're supposed to exercise. No one. It has to be me because it's my body, and if I'm to die, I will die alone. So at the end of the day, those are the things we learn later in life, and you're like, I wish I had done that a little bit better. I wish I had done that a little bit better. You know, but better late than never, yeah? Better late than never. So when you still have time, man, think about it. That's what I always say. Think about it. No one is going to be there, you know, supervise you and how things are supposed to be, right? It is your life and you run it alone. So now that thing has really, I've really digested it. Now I've really understood it, because right now it's been raining like crazy for the couple of days. So grass is growing where I stay. So no one is going to come to tell me, cut the grass, do this. It is my initiative. I have to do that myself, because no one is there to save me or to tell me what to do. So the earlier you learn that, that's why most of the kids who have grown up and, you know, either they grew up in foster families, maybe they grew up with stepdads or stepmom, whether they grew up and basically no one tells them nothing. They grew up to be so successful in life because they realize that when they are still a little bit younger. Yeah, they realize that when they're a little bit still younger. Why? Because now they notice no one tells them nothing. Yeah, so they notice that it is survival for the fittest. They get to know that I'm doing this and I'm doing it for me, and no one is there to support me, and they become easily successful. And the people who have always grown up and they always know someone is there to have their back. Yeah, things have always failed, because you would find this kid, because they are rich, you know, planned kids as they call them in this AI generation, planned kids, and they know dad will sort that, mom will sort that, uncle will sort that, and when they don't sort it out, they get so disappointed that their life ends up failing completely. So if you just come through, I'm just saying, and I'm just telling you, like, man, no one is coming to save us. No one is coming to motivate us. No one is coming to tell you to correct your life, because it's your life and you die alone, you're born alone. Even the twins, the first one comes in out, then the second one also comes out. You don't both come out at the same time. And when it is time for death, again, it happens the same way. So what I'm trying to say is, man, this is crazy, but it is the truth. So my brother, my sister, you are in this alone. You're in this alone. Even when you see your sisters, your brothers at any one point B, they will also let you be. That's why when you're doing those things that you're not proud of, when you do those weird things, when you're doing them and you're doing them alone, whether you're in your bed, whether you're in your room, and you do those things alone, no one is going to come to tell you those are bad habits. Maybe you watch those movies, you watch those clips of internet, maybe you have what we will call self-satisfaction. No one is going to tell you, because they don't know what you do with your life. So it has to come upon you to be like, I think I'm adopting a very bad habit. I think I have to change here. As I told you initially, even if you have any addiction, yeah, whether you're alcohol addicted, drug addicted, whatever addiction you have, yes, you go in rehabilitation, they will try to help. Basically 10% is coming in from there, but the 90% is your thing to do. Yeah, it is supposed to be you to be like, you know what, let me change this. Yeah, but no one is going to come to tell you these things, I'm telling you. So one thing I've learned is that, man, you are in this alone. Whether you want to exercise, get that job, make that business, promote that business, promote that brand, you're in it alone. Whether you have siblings, you have parents, it is you alone, because at any one point they will leave you, and it will be up to you to make those decisions. Some of the people notice this when they have grown a little, yeah, when they have grown a little, but the earlier you learn it, me, I've always known it, but it is just today that it really sank in, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So if I make wrong decisions as me, Anderson, those are my responsibility. Yes, I face the consequences alone. So if I don't take the initiative to do the things I love, no one is coming to save me or to tell me what to do. It is now upon me, as me. Yeah. So the earlier you learn that, the better. I'm telling you, the earlier you learn it, the better. So that's why today I decided, and I was like, in the morning I'm always doing nothing. Why can't I always come through? Because it's not like I will not be having electricity. It's not like I will not be having internet. So I have a whole bunch, I have too much internet. I have too much power. So what am I using it for? Go on my phone, scroll and see what is trending, and watching gossip and watching people talk about other people. I'm like, no. So let me spare this time in the morning when my son is gone. I'm here alone. I'm here alone. Why is it that I cannot be that useful? Yeah, let me do maybe something I want. Let me add value on me. Maybe and I decided to do this first live in the morning. Whether people are on watching or they're not watching, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be consistent, because whatever results or consequences or repercussions that I get, they are going to be my own to benefit. And it is when you have been successful enough that other people would love also to join you, and they will start advising you, and they'll be telling you what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it, because everyone wants to associate with someone who is winning. You get my point? So every day, now I've made a decision, every day, Monday to Friday, all in the morning, every day I'll be doing these lives. I'll be doing in the morning, I'll be doing in the evening. Why will I be doing? It is something I'm encouraging myself as of now. On the date of the 19th March 2026, I've decided to make that decision. Whether there will be people watching or no one watching, I'll be here and I'll be consistent. Not until one day someone will come and they will tell me, Anderson, I think you should come up with this topic. Maybe tomorrow talk about this. But when you're starting alone. So when you think someone will come save you, man, the earlier we learn this, the better. The earlier it sinks in. Most of the things, there is nothing new people are inventing or making or saying. No one is saying anything new. Everything they are saying, we've heard, they've said. But the whole point is, how far has it sunk in? When it sinks in and you're like, oh my goodness, so now this works, yeah, now this works, then that's when it sinks in. So some of these things, to me, they are sinking in when I'm a little bit grown. But better late than never, because now my son is still young. I still have to make a lot of right decisions. Now that I am mature, at least I can try to change a little bit of some things here and there, because at least I have the time and I have the opportunity. Some of the people just even leave even minus knowing these things, and you live in life, you live for up to 30, 25 years, 40, and they've not learned some of these things. So my guy, I was having the topic, no one is coming to save us, no one is coming to help you, no one is coming to support you. And the beauty is, when you think about it and you do the right things, yeah, when you start seeing results, then other people start joining you, because everyone just wants to associate with the winning team. And when things are failing, no one seems to care. When things are not working out, when things are starting, have you noticed each time someone is starting something new, it is your own idea? You start it alone, you build alone, you water it alone. No one is there to support you. But when something starts working out, then people start coming, and now they are giving you advices, and they were not there in the initial phases. So you better be there, and you're like, I'm going to do this, whether I'm having support, whether I'm not having support, they will come and join me a little bit later. Now I've also learned that even when things are working out now and people are coming and now they want to support, and you are in the first phases alone, I also don't count those people. Deep down, I'll be accepting and I will listen to them. But I will not take whatever they are telling them, because they were not there initially when the whole thing was starting. You get the point? So no one is there to save us. The ideas are yours. That's why you have your own head, you have your own brains. So it is up to you, to change your life. Now me, it is a decision I took, and I'm like, I'm going to come here early in the morning and I'm going to talk, whether I have someone or not. But I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing, and maybe talk some sense in me and also maybe to someone else. And I'm like, this is now going to be a routine. No one has told me nothing. No one is there to support me. No one. But I'm like, I've started. Yes, today on 19th of March 2026. And I'm like, I've started and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be consistent, because consistency is all you got, man. And being hopeful, you can do something and you feel like it's not working out, and you're like, no, now I'm giving up. I'm telling you, I've seen, with the kind of age that I'm having, I've seen people start and I've seen people doing it. I've seen people start again and I've seen people doing it. I've seen people up there and I've seen them fall. I've seen all these things that now I really accept that, when we get an advice from an older person, you're supposed to listen, because that's what we all skip. When we are still young, when we are babies, our trust is in our parents, in our dads, in our mom. We feel we are protected between the age of 0 to 2. We feel like they are all. When we reach from 2 to 5, again, we feel like our fathers, our mothers are, our supermans. Yeah, they are our everything. But guess what? When the kids now get to 12 and getting to 18, the time you are having and the support, now they would feel like some of the things you're saying, dad, you're not understanding. And when they reach the age of 18 to 25, at that age they feel like dad is always wrong. Some of the things he says are not right. They will start advising you. And when they reach the age of 30s, yeah, when they enter their 30s and get into their 50s and 60s, then they will start saying, whatever dad was saying, he was right. Whatever dad was saying, he was right. Because now they've grown to understand, to accept, to be like, whatever he said, mom, was really right. Because right now they understand. So my brother, my sister, I'm telling you, please, when you still have time, listen. listen and be like, okay, get anything you get out of it. But I'm telling you one thing, no one is coming to save us. No one is going to motivate us. If you decide to sleep in that bed, you'll still have time. Someone will tell you, wake up, do this, do this. Like in prison, they tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. That's what they do at school. But that time reaches a time, when the dad is telling you you're supposed to do this, when your mom is telling you you're supposed to do this, but they reach a time when you're grown up enough, and then they are like, they are not giving you, they are not telling you anything. Now that's the time you're supposed to take decisions by yourself. That's when you start making decisions. That's why even when you go to court and you're 18 and above, in some countries when you're 16, and now guess what? Now you are no longer a juvenile. Now you have to take responsibilities of your action, because now they feel you've grown up enough. So now, as you get to know that now, in case you do a crime, you're into theft, robbery, and something like that, you impregnate someone's kid, and now you take full responsibility. You're no longer a juvenile. So now the court judges you as an individual, but now as the government does that, we take long to realize it, that even the something happens in our real life when you have to take those decisions, because no one is going to come to tell you, like, you exercise, eat proper food, wake up, chase your dream, don't give up. No one is going to tell you there. That is your own responsibility, even when you have people who can even talk to you. And of course, I've seen Asha, he's called Shankiz too. I got to big up my brother. Yeah, Shankiz too. I hope I've pronounced it properly. So the earlier we realize that, we have to take, responsibility of our action, responsibility of our life, the earlier we get to know that, the better. Because we already know these things, but they don't really sink in. Yeah, they don't sink in for us to understand and to admit that now, you know what, whatever decision I take as an individual works on me as an individual. So it's very important. No one is going to push you, run, go start a business. No one is going to tell you that. They told you that through all your life. Now they gave up on you. And now it is up to you to make those rightful decisions. But remember, the most important thing, no one is there to support you. No one is there to be in your brain to tell you don't do that and don't do that. When you want to go to a club, when you want to go have different women or have different guys, or go and have vacations and have different apartments with either sugar mummies or sugar daddies, no one is going to tell you nothing. It is the responsibility you've taken out, and now you will face the consequences, the repercussions, and the outcomes as an individual. And none of these other people will be there. Not your mom, not your dad, not your relatives, or not your even siblings. That is the path you've taken in your life as an individual. So I've taken this path, and I'm like, every morning, at least when my son goes to school, I have a lot of free time. Why not? I will come here, talk to my friends. Those who get it will get it. I don't care about the numbers, because initially it wasn't the main cause that the numbers come through. No. Because if it was that I wanted, we would be doing it differently. But now I'm like, no, even if I'm talking to 5 or 3 or 2 people, I feel like now I want to make an impact. The 2, the 3 who would have listened would be like, man, I listened that day, I watched that day, and I really got out something. These things I'm telling you about, the things that I talk about, and why I decided to come out in 2026 is because I felt like I had gone through a lot of things. And I felt like I had to share with my people. I felt like I wanted to talk to some people. I felt like I wanted to self-improve. And I was like, yes, we are going to change the kind of content we do. And I was like, I don't care whether I have numbers or not. I'm going to do this because I did not come for numbers, neither did I come here to make money. I felt like I want to leave an impact because now I have a son. I feel like I want him to wake up one day, watch these videos and be like, yes, dad, what he was saying was right. When he feels like he wants to date someone, when he feels like he wants to set up a business with someone, when he feels, at least he will find a video, he will find an audio, and he will listen and he will be like, dad talks about this and I think dad was right here. I would not sit here and then start start gossiping and talking about other people, and I'm like the judge, the lawyer of other people. Why do I have to waste time talking about or discussing other people even when my life is not fine yet? That is nonsense. That means someone is running out of their life because even their life is not right. That's why people discuss, like fair minds, they discuss people. Fair minds discuss people. And then bright minds, you know what happens? They discuss issues. And then the weak minds are discussing others. That is very important. That's why I was like, I will not sit here and then start discussing someone. And I'm like, this someone said this and this someone said this, and I feel they should. They don't even know you. Why should I discuss others? The same way, the things I watch on my phone, I make sure I don't watch others. I watch things that self-improve, because that is my responsibility. No one is going to come to tell me how I'm supposed to use my phone. That Anderson, when you're on your phone, don't watch people who do gossip. Anderson, when you're on your phone, don't watch people, discussing others. Don't watch this. No one is going to tell me that. It is a self-initiative thing that I have to learn a little bit earlier in my life, and I'm like, man, I'm supposed to do this way. You get, yeah? I'm having farms. Okay, let me get this. He's called Farm Smart. Yeah, said good move, brother. Yeah, Farm Smart, big up. Of course, Sean Case, big up to you, big up, my brother. Then of course, good move, my brother. That is Farm Smart. Yeah, PID. So at the end of the day, man, these are your things. I can do politics. I can talk about Bobby Wine. I can go get gossip. I can get trending stories. I can get, breaking stories. I've been there. I've done that for over 18, 19 years. So now I feel I'm done with that. Now that I have my brain change, I feel like I want to self-improve myself. That's what I'm supposed to watch. I want to listen to podcasts that add value on me. I don't want to sit here and then I start discussing people or discuss things that I know I cannot change. Why would I be, and I know I cannot change that, and why would I be on that? Let me walk slow, baby steps, but when I know whatever path I'm taking. And let me tell you something, yeah? Let me tell you something. When you come in space, when you bring up something that is seasonal, yeah, anything that is seasonal will get numbers very fast. It will work out very good, yeah. It is like easy come, easy go. But when you build your foundation, which is strong, and the things you're saying are nice, and the things you're doing are nice, they will take time for people to see. But when they realize and when they discover you, they will stick on you, because they'll be that person is of value. They will be with you no matter how the number you've gotten, because how useless is it to have 1 million people watch nonsense? Just like how they've come, that's how they will go. But then how is it, building on the rocks, and you build slowly by something that will ever be lasting, and even generations to come, they would watch this video I've done for the people who started with me. I'm telling you, it is relevant now. It will be relevant in 10 years, it will be relevant in 20 years, and it will be eternity relevant to anyone who will watch the information that I've given. But now when I come up with a breaking story, when I come up with something trending, it will trend at that time. But just like how it has come, and just like how it has gotten numbers, it is the same way that it will go. Easy come, easy go. So I was like, now since when you give birth, and I'm telling you something, and this is a good thing, yeah, when you get a kid, yeah, when you give birth, things change. Now the things that I used to give value then, I feel like now they don't need value. The things that I used to think that they are important then, when I got a kid, I felt like those are now not important. It will be stupid and it will be bad of you to go through these processes and you've not learned nothing. And later in your life, that's when you're like, I did these mistakes. That's not how I want to be. That's not how I want to be. 2026, I was like, I'm going to change some of these things. I just don't care. Let me go through the process. And there's nothing as beautiful as going through the process. When you go through the process, man, it is a beautiful thing. Just like diamonds, just like gold, just like silver. It is a process. It is not a 1 day marathon, like sprint. It's not a sprint, yeah, it is a marathon, yeah, it is a process. And when you build anything in a process, I'm telling you, it is going to last. Anything in a process, it's going to last. I'm telling you that, I'm very sure. Let me tell you something. You could be broke right now and you're like, I wish I could get 2 millions. If I got 2 millions, I'll be sorted. If someone came and gave you 5 millions, you just wanted 2 millions, let me tell you, you will get that money because it is free money. You've not worked for it. I'm telling you the truth. It will disappear just like how it came through. Why? Because it was not a process. But if it is a process, do you know what happens? This is what happens if it's a process. You will go get your first 1,000, get your other 2,000, you make your 5,000, you make your 10,000, you get to 100,000, you get to 400,000, slowly you get to 100,000, then after 500,000, then before you know it, you've made your first million, and then you're saving. Then you go through the same process until you make 2 millions. Let me tell you, whatever you're going to do with that money, it will last. Why? Because you went through the process. Some people skip the process, and that's why the easily they go up, the easily they get down, because they did not learn the process. But when you know the process, even when the ladder gets down, I'm telling you, will do it again and again and again. Do you know why you will do it again and again and again? Because you went through the process. You know what you're supposed to do to make it again. Just like how you could leave property, yeah, you could leave a property to your kids, and because they don't know the process you went through to build that company, to build whatever you build, they don't have value for it. Just like how you've given it to them, just like that you've given it to them, it is the same way they are going to lose it, because they did not go through the process. But when you go through the process, I'm telling you, you can never fail. Imagine someone came and bought you a car and they gave you a car. Yo, how you doing? Birthday gift, a car. Pa. You don't know the process they went through to give it to you, yeah? Now, because you've just gotten it, you cannot value it just like the one you saved for and bought yourself. I'm telling you the truth. At one moment, I felt like I wanted to do some stuff, yeah? I wanted to do some stuff. And I told someone that even if someone was there to offer me the money, I don't want it. Why don't I want it? Because I want to go through that process. I want to go through it. I want to learn. I want to learn. And when you learn, you're very good. You will never fall because you went through the process. Things just didn't happen like magic. I know how everything I went through, so I can do it again, and I can do it again, and I can do it again. I'm telling you today on the 19th of March 2026 that I'm building, and this I'm building, it is a process that I really want to go through. And I don't want to miss that process, because that process is the history. That's what you're going to be talking about. We've done our first live today. Tomorrow we are doing another one. The next day we are doing another one. We are going to be consistent. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And then later in life, other people will come and they'll start giving advices and the topics we should talk about when it has started working. And when no one believed in you, and when no one believed in me, I believed in myself, because no one is there to believe in you. It's not their dream, it is your dream. It is your dream. So no one is going to come help you out when you start. Very few people will believe in you, but when you go and you focus and you work on it, and then things work out, then everyone would love to join a winning team. Don't be on the failing side, because no one will come. No one wants to associate with failures. They want to associate with winners. That's why when you make it, everyone is congratulating you, everyone wants to talk to you, everyone wants to associate with you, because you're making it. And when they come and they want to associate with you, be bright enough. Don't forget where you started from. Don't forget. Now me, I cannot forget nothing. I remember everything, because now I am intentional. Whatever I do, I realize, I know, I notice. I'm intentional. Yeah, I'm intentional. 52 minutes. My name is Luze Andrew Anderson. If you love this video, you can go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification button that each time we upload a video of, we come live, you're among the first people to get the notification to watch through. If you think it was good, and for the people who watch immediately when the live is done and they watch again, big up, you're the most best. Yeah, when you watch the entire video, that means you've supported me when I'm starting. And when we make it, then we'll be here to tell a story. Luze Andrew Anderson is my name. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Until when we catch up, I want to say bless ya. I pray you have a good day. I pray you go through the night well. It doesn't matter where you're watching in from. Stick on your dreams. Don't leave that. As long as you have a dream, you're still young. You're only old when you lose hope and you admit and you be like, you know what, now I accept things failed. So just don't quit. Yeah, we don't quit, we keep moving. We are in a battle. Yeah, we're on a battle line and we don't leave. We don't leave, man. So as I'm winding up, of course I've seen Sean Case. Thanks, bro. Sean Case, you the best, man. Yeah, I'm going to be doing these lives every day. This has been the first one doing in the morning, and I'm going to do them every day. No one has been there to encourage me. No one has told me, Anderson, do it. I'm pushing myself because now I know if I don't do it myself, no one is there to support me. Neither is there anyone to motivate or encourage me because the dream is in my head. No one else. It's not in anyone's head. It is in my head, and I'm supposed to support myself. So not until when we make it, Sean Case, it's only when we make it that other people will come and then they join the dream and then they tell you what to do and how to do it, and then they'll be telling you to self-improve here, let's do like this. But initially they were not there. Yeah, they were not there in the first place, but because now they feel like you're winning, now they want to get involved. We are not supposed to forget that. We are not supposed to forget that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it every day. And I'm telling you, give it time. Give it time. Then you will see the results. There is nothing in this world you can do and you're consistent that can fail. I'm telling you the truth. There is nothing you can do in this world and you fail. There is totally nothing. And you fail and you've been consistent, impossible. Impossible. So until when we catch up, I still remain Luze Andrew Anderson. It's been lovely being here. It's been really nice. Until when we catch up, I still remain Luze Andrew Anderson. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and bless ya.